Mute. All right. I still beat Erickson in.
Oh. Yeah. Well, he still has a minute, and I do know that he went a little hard last night with Tracy. They were at the David Tell show. I don't know if he'll bring it up, so I'll leave it at
that. Yeah, I saw that lineup there.
Who's his opener? Do you know?
David Tell. Yeah, it's Lewis Katz. Who?
Louis Katz, the old.
Yeah. No, it's the same name though, and he opened for Doug and me. I guess I don't remember who was where, but he was in Sacramento, and we invited him to go to the football game with us when we heckled the women's football game.
Oh, when you guys did the when you put letters on your bare chest,
right? We bet all put. Well, we couldn't spell out sirens.
Yeah, you missed
because of Lewis Katz.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't want to put the S on his belly for fear that, like, I don't even think he had a girlfriend at the time, but for fear of a future girlfriend seeing that, and it was a weird opt out on that. So
it doesn't sound like anything that anyone would be mad at. Like
no, but it was like
future girlfriend. How could future girlfriend be mad because you put an S on?
He didn't want to do it. He
clearly.
Doug called it. He was being Jewy, but we didn't know a lot of things back then. That was 10 years ago or 20 years ago, maybe, back before
the times
the anti-Semitic stuff was even on the radar.
That's your stance? Is that there's never any anti-Semitism?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that he's, but I don't, not wanting to put an S on your belly and you are Jewish. I can see that there's more objections there.
First, they came and put an S on my neighbors.
Right. So,
and I said nothing. And they put an S on me.
And I said, and then
my
put
future girlfriend refused to date me.
Yeah, we're talking about Louis Katz, David Tell's opener the other night.
Yeah, I just saw him last night.
That's
great.
Right. Yeah, he won't put an S on his belly for a team, to recognize women's sports. I guess he really hates women.
You're really turning it into something.
Well, he might now. You don't know. That was a long time ago.
The funny thing
doing all right. He's traveling with Attell. I think he's made some good decisions.
Attell keeps one person in that position for a long time. He doesn't bounce around with the whims and then replace him with nothing. David Tell could open for himself and suck just as much for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He could be less funny than himself for 20 minutes.
But we had a guy who, I forget what Doug, I think it had to do with the Maury, whatever that show was, not Maury Povich, but Stanhope was on.
Springer.
Doug got served a summons while we were at the club to do that Sacramento gig. And then, I guess, I don't know. Yeah. So I guess we invited that guy that said, the guy who served the summons, and he showed up, and that's the only reason we had siren spelled out, is because we had the guy, an extra guy that just he was our friend only because he, served Doug a summons. We're like, yeah, come on out. We're going to go to the women's football game. So Louis Katz, would have fucked us or wouldn't have fucked us. We would have had the whole team name.
Wait, I've been trying to catch up to whatever.
Yeah, me and Stanhope went to go watch women's football, thinking it'd be a goof, and it was a beat.
And Louis Katz wouldn't go along with you?
We put a siren. We painted our bellies or sirens for the team, and he wouldn't put an S on there, so we were siren, which is different. It ruined it. But we still had a fine time.
Well, maybe that just means you're only cheering for one player at a time.
That's and look at them there too. Probably the sexiest group of women I've ever stood with. God damn camera.
You're tracking, I'm telling you.
What's that mean?
You don't have a VCR?
Oh yeah, I do. Well, no, I don't actually. No, I don't have a VCR.
Well, that's from when you used to have to.
Back when everyone knew what tracking was.
Yeah, when we used to have to rent a VCR, we'd have to adjust the tracking.
Should I put a red cherry on my chin so you guys can think it's porn?
There should be a dial on the bottom of your screen. Just roll it with your finger to one side or the other. Straighten it out.
It's like I'm watching porn next door to Cinemax.
Yeah. God damn it. What a fucking faggot. Sorry, I don't mean that.
Come on, man.
Oh, shit, I'm watching the wrong kind of porn. God damn it. I thought that was a boob.
There we go. All right. I'm going to blow on it. Blow on it. I'm sorry for dropping that F-bomb. I was going to get through the whole month with it. I only use it.
It's the first.
It's the first day.
No faggot February.
It's
self-hate.
It's 5 minutes in.
When I say
the first day,
it's directed at myself though. But I can, if I'm out, in public, and I'm upset with myself, and I say that, I got to look around to see if there's other people that might be faggots.
What do you mean, other people?
Well, if I'm calling myself a faggot, I don't want somebody caught in the crossfire and thinking, "Oh, this guy thinks I am," or even if he is, that I'm a hateful.
You got to look around for other faggots,
other people who might be. I've heard
potential.
That. Yeah.
I heard it, and it was usually meant disparagingly, like I was somehow one.
So, Andy, we figured out your
video.
I mean, it's been 217 episodes. We figured out your mic, and now the very next episode, we've got issues with your video.
Yeah, well, I dropped it.
What?
I thought it was out. I was like, well, everything's out of the bag. And then, sometimes like electronic equipment or whatever, it's better to search around with your hands rather than tip it upside down.
And dump a bag? like you caught someone shoplifting?
And then it hit two surfaces. And then I was like, there it is.
Well, I do have this to say, Andy. It is the path to troubleshooting is much quicker with you these days.
Yeah.
That would usually take like 30 minutes to ferret that out.
I knew. After a few years, you start to get a hang of shit. That's what, like 4 years would be enough prison time for me to probably fully get it. A hobby or something. Study something or do, I'd be able to complete one thing in 4 years.
Book.
Yeah.
A paragraph.
Well, I could read. I mean, I could read a bunch of books probably if I was in prison. But I don't know. You want to keep your eyes peeled.
I love how you put probably in there.
Well, I haven't been.
You think I'm pretty sure I could finish a book if I was in prison. And I had a solitary confinement. I had a book. Yeah. I could probably finish a book.
But if you would go to prison, getting up a lot.
If Andy went to prison, he'd catch up on all the directions he never read.
Yeah. I do have a lifetime of assembly. I call people up and go, okay, you want to take that thing? I know it don't look like the picture at all, but that's just because the Chinese hate us.
It says here I'm supposed to have 5 items, but when I dumped out the bag, I only heard 4 hit the ground.
Well, since I've been woke, I don't go on nearly as long a rants about things, but I used to blame the directions. I would look. I wouldn't just go fucking Japan or whatever. I'd look and see who it was.
Wait, that's the only thing you'd read on the directions is where it was made.
Country of origin.
Yeah.
Who am I going to yell at?
U.S. directions or whatever. You don't get those many times or whatever. But it's usually some other country that shipped it, and I would like to think they're just fucking with us. Like I don't get paid enough.
How does that scale as a business?
I don't, because they're like, they're on the front lines. They don't give a shit. Make it, make it vague but deniable when you go in there, and it's like, how is this a picture of that screw? And then and you gotta make it look like all of them or whatever.
Turn it over.
Yeah, you don't want them to figure it out till they're through step 4, and then they realize, I can't do step 5 because those are the screws I used in there. Fucking dirty Taiwanese motherfuckers. God damn them. It wasn't because I hated that country. I hated, I hated my dealings with them. I had a friend who was in that worked in that line, I'd like to say, and they would say, yeah, you don't want to, you want to use the screws.
Yeah, hold those screws till step 5, bro. You're
right.
gonna want them then.
Or just read the directions and use the right screws at the right time.
That's the thing. That's what got me stopped on it, because it was like I read them and I did everything right, and things would still be all fucked up. That's why
I'd love that you have a buddy on the assembly line in Wuhan. Someone who's like talking you off the ledge when you're really pissed off because you can't get your Billy bookcase put together.
Yeah, I'm more of a just fix it or put it together by feel.
Yeah,
clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done a whole lot of I haven't had any success that way. That's how I go about it. This feels right. And if I look at their shit, and then you get, that's why I stopped though. It's like, if their directions were honest and put there so that whatever, I'm working man.
A reader.
That's been like, I got a lot. I think I was being. I think a robot tried to fuck me this morning. AI or whatever.
Wait, what?
I got like 3 this morning. My Instagram instant messages were blowing up with 3 new ladies that I got in there. I don't remember, I don't even know if you have to say, hey, I'll take you on Instagram or whatever. But I had 3 ladies. They're all, good morning. How's it going? Like, oh, this is great. Let me go get my coffee. Think out my replies and everything. And it's engaging a couple of them. One was a little slow. So she came around or whatever, but they
slow to reply or slow.
Well, I mean, they said, good morning. And then I was like, hey, how are you? And, and then right back at, another reply, and then, like 3 or 4 in, I think on the 2 that replied right away, they went right to, where are you? So, okay, well,
you
I'll
say the kitchen.
I'll just throw it out there, dabbling. Maybe, maybe we'll see what happens. She's got blue hair and big tits and tattoos, and seems to be way out of my league by a lot.
Did Marge Simpson contact you on Instagram?
Trouble in Springfield for the old Simpsons?
It could be one of the sisters at a younger age. But so this is so she, I mean, you kind of, I don't know, whenever something's too good to be true, like this camera working wrong.
Oh man.
Oh, you just turn it back on.
I think Andy might have downloaded a virus when he was chatting with these porn.
No, chicks. I did, because that's why I do everything on another thing. But she wanted to know where I'm at. That's my main focus. The blue hair, I was like, yeah, I'm just hanging out and having coffee and and whatever. And then I said, in Oregon, and she said, Oregon, me too. Like, really?
What a coincidence!
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Don't you think you could have said anything and she would have said, or that person would have said?
Here's where they use a little, a little voodoo. It's me too. And then it happened. Just so happens that it was a town that's real close to here.
Oh,
like I could be there, to meet this person.
And he's doing the quick math.
Like, what are you up to for breakfast? and that's where it got to, it was a sales pitch.
And he's fallen for scams from 1997.
Yeah. So she wasn't that, anyway, so I started asking her about, well, that's crazy. You're in that town.
A seizure.
if she would have moved to any other town, like Springfield, she makes sense in Springfield, not in Coburg. She doesn't have any context. In Coburg is a little town that just has antique shops there. They don't have heavy tatted whores. And she opened that up by calling herself a whore when I said, let's meet for breakfast. She said,
you really did ask to meet her for breakfast?
Well, I knew she was full of shit, but I was like, what, let's just, before she even gets to it, because I knew
it's a thing though on Instagram and Snapchat and stuff, because I was just listening to a podcast called Dying for Sex, and it's this gal named Molly who was diagnosed with cancer, and she basically just went off the deep end, and not deep end. I mean, she went like on this total sexual exploration, and I couldn't believe how many times she was like at 6 a.m. like, what's up? And then she would go over and meet a dude for breakfast somewhere, and sometimes have sex, sometimes, I don't know.
See, that's what I was.
Back them off with her feet or something, but yeah.
You can swap.
It's a thing.
It's been a fun episode so far, you guys.
This is like when we should ask for hey man, if you can help support our podcast, get on the Patreon. Because we do it at the end, and then it's like sometimes people go in and eat a bunch of buffet, and then they'll take off before the bill drops. I think that's what happens. We go at the end of our episode. People are like, "Oh, I'm full," and it's like when the collection plate comes out at church or whatever. It's like some people got to go to the bathroom right before it comes around.
You don't want to get in the parking lot when everybody's leaving, man.
You got to get out of there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's it.
I think I know what's happening.
What's that?
I think, well, you just covered up one camera with another camera.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got rid of that. That's the good camera, but that's the one that hit the floor. Fuck you,
Yeah.
It recognized USB.
Yeah,
I don't recognize you, USB. Wait. Okay, now this camera's back on. What a fucking.
Well, you got to unplug one. Let one take the signal.
There. Perfect.
Almost back in business. And what the all right,
dude.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's good. Nice
That's
work.
perfectly framed, actually.
so I have a date. No, but she, right away, she's like, let's meet up. And what made you decide to move to Coburg and stuff? And then, but I kept getting it started to feel like I'm getting the same response. I'm sorry you're feeling that way. I know you're a working man. That's where I got that phrase from. Hard working man who's, it's just, but here's
man, they had the algorithm all fucked up.
They trained this bot on lumberjacks.
It's not 100%, guys. We're not there yet.
Exactly right. Oregon's filled with hardworking men.
Yeah. And maybe I'll come out there and go antiquing and
geez.
I got that a couple of times about, I'm sorry, block me if you can. Let's not do anything quite that rash, sweetheart, or whatever. We're not ready to block each other yet. We just met or whatever. But I said, take a picture of a piece of mail that you have so that I know that you're legitimately in Coburg, which the algorithm, I suggested to the algorithm, you should compliment me on my pictures, because she didn't look at, it's like, look, you're just cold calling and I happen to live. This is fate, baby. I don't know what you call it, but drop that online pimp you got. And let's run off and into Narnia together. $60? Are you kidding? For a fine young woman like you?
Wait, what was $60?
That was what she decided on. as I cited budgetary concerns, what with this whole thing going through Congress and whatnot. And it's like anything I would say like that.
You hit your debt ceiling?
Yeah, it would just get met. Yeah, it would just get met with this. Come on, this isn't even a fucking fat guy in his mom's basement trolling me. This is just a fucking machine.
So what was the transaction of $60 for?
To come over and fuck her in Coburg or in an apartment. She was
robbed.
She was willing to just have at it based on my Instagram account without even looking at
Well, a hardworking guy like you,
yeah, a working man. I at least had time to see the one picture of her on her Instagram, 2 pictures, one of an old cat and one of her fake kitties. So I knew she was real.
Yeah, that all checked out.
An AI can't put
system you have there.
An AI machine can't feed a cat. It's ridiculous. But it's
so this is how they're getting people for all these murder documentaries. I wondered.
It makes me worry about my brain softening any more than it is, because it's like, it was fun for a minute, and I'm like, even though it's like, all right, this is bullshit, but I'm still, it's like, you called yourself a whore, and I would like to disagree. A whore will fuck you for money. You just want to fuck me out of my money. Trying to working man, hardworking man, writing down a country song or whatever. But yeah, it's a bullshit. And then the other one, I didn't even get into that because it was like, it's the same opening bullshit. It's like, I don't have time for one girlfriend.
I wonder if $60 for everybody.
I wonder if you engage in with the bot for a certain amount of time, if you get kicked into like a sucker list. Now, like, you're gonna get fucking spammed.
Yeah,
you get put on a call like me list,
like someone who picks up the phone or someone who replies.
Yeah.
Show me.
We got a live one over here, fellas.
Show me your pussy with your address. It's across the street from me right now.
I'm looking through my binoculars, but I don't see you.
Please identify 3 pictures with stoplights, or I'm going to stop talking to you. I can't be hurt by machines anymore. Like when I worked at the mill and I had my fingers trapped in machinery. Only this is the new version of it. I finally I went out and I decided to get myself a haircut today, and I went around. It's like I can't remember where places were, but I thought I'd seen a place or two, and I went about noon, and places that there's not that many or whatever, but the ones I don't know, ones with like, there's one that looked like I could go in and it had a name that I didn't like. It's just like Mindy, and that's one of the Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm like, I can't do that one. But I looked at a couple places, and they were like, and one like really shitty. So I was like, oh fuck, I guess I'll slum it and let this big gal my hair. She couldn't have an opening till Friday of next week.
Wow.
And so fuck that. I went to Supercuts. And I got on their waiting line, and it was an hour and 20 minutes. And so I went to another one, Master Race or whatever, Sports Cuts.
Master Cuts.
Another one. And then I got signed up there. So now I'm getting Instagram whores inundating me, and my messages are blowing up with, your stylist is ready now. I'm not fucking waiting. Like I've been waiting to get a haircut for a couple of years. I haven't had my haircut by anybody, and then I'm gonna wait an hour and a half more. Fuck you. So
but then you just jam up their appointment book because you leave to go to Supercuts and then to Master Race.
Sports ones, they have you sit on a bleacher with, like, you're sitting in the bleachers with fucking assholes. Like, I don't even. So then I went to one, and I was like, she's, there's a lady old lady, and I guess I wanted, I mean, probably a hardworking man getting solicited by whores first thing in the morning got me wanting a style, I want the whole, I want my head rubbed by a non-robot.
You should have jerked off before you went for a haircut, it sounds like, dude. And also, I think the line is a lot shorter at Master Race, but everybody has to get the same haircut.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, everybody brings in a picture of Bryan Adams, and they go, which is how I came home, because I did my own again, but I pulled out. I went Bryan Adams, because that's what everybody, the people who were coming out of those places did look like they had the Bryan Adams haircut, or state cop, as you used to call it, or whatever. But so I'm not down. But I went to this one, and it was, it's like the lady turned around and she looked like Sarah Huckabee's mother. I guess if Sarah Huckabee's mother was just as repulsive and had a lazy eye, that's what it. And I go, how much for a hair? It was just her and me, and the haircut was right fucking there after 2.5 years or whatever it's been since my stylist quit and they closed up shop. And then it was right there, and I was like, how much? And she could have said $4.95, and I still would have walked. I just felt like I had to ask, and then I go, okay, but she wanted $30 fucking.
Yeah,
and it's like,
what do you think a haircut? Yeah, how much?
What a haircut is?
I could have gotten imaginary pussy for 60 this morning. Do I want a haircut I got to stare at? It cost me half of that. Fuck no.
Oh man.
So I saved $90 today. I spent about 15 in gas driving around looking for a haircut place. And I swear there was, I thought there was a couple on 11th Street, but there's nothing on 11th Street. And I think I had 2 streets confused.
You don't know where to get a haircut in your own
It hasn't. I had somebody, I think almost always I don't enjoy talking to them. So if I could just have a thing, I wouldn't even have to say, I was like, okay, hi, my name's Andy. Let's just close it up, shops there on the conversation. I don't know why.
That's the reason you should have gone with us in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
When we asked you to go over down the street.
Another language would be perfect.
That is the best, because you really they don't want to talk to you. You don't want to talk to them.
And I don't think people who cut hair want to talk to you neither, but they feel they have to, and you should. I mean, if you could just say, let's, I don't do anything. I'm a hardworking man, and I know the value of $1, and
it's even amazing that I have this day off today to get this haircut.
I do have trust issues. I've been burned by fucking online. I'm not saying you're a grifter.
That time whenever Jenny made an appointment to go get our toes done, and she made it with the white ladies in town, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go with the white ladies, and I got all scared because I thought I was racist at first.
Yeah,
and I was like, fuck, I'm racist. I wanted to go to the Asian ladies, and I was all upset with myself because I thought I had an epiphany that I was racist, and then I was all relieved because it just dawned on me, because I was like, oh no, I'm not racist. I just don't want to talk to those fucking white ladies, and I know they'll try to talk to me. And the Asian ladies, they just talk to each other and they don't try to. The one lady makes fun of me, and is like, oh, you don't even bring me a 5-hour energy drink. Look at these fucking feet, and like, because they're all calloused and stuff, and like
fucking big. Oh, looks like somebody's spent a lot of time on their dogs.
So she's
more of a cloven hoof than a foot.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, oh, look at me, I'm the unlucky one, I get you, like, she gives me shit, but she doesn't try to talk to me the whole time.
You just point at a picture, show them the thing, and that.
So I was very relieved. So I get not wanting to talk to the people for sure.
I would go to a mute if she didn't try to make noises. And it'd be great, big this is wonderful. That would be probably the best thing. And I don't know why the hair places haven't figured it out. We don't want sports, you know, we don't want to talk sports games with some fucking 40-year-old hairdresser that fucking hates life, doesn't pay, only pays enough. Here's the problem: they only pay enough of attention to talk to you while you're getting your Nazi hair. They don't know shit up, you know. It's not like you're gonna get game breakdowns. And what do you think about this? I'm worried about. I'm worried if Miami can play in that altitude. To be honest, I think, well, wow, you know. But they're like, oh, so the Miami team's up against, you know. And I don't know that for sure. I fucking bolted after, you know, like fucking 90 minutes. I'm just, okay, coach, I'll be over here sitting with fucking Mikowski on the bench. You getting up and going, hey, coach, you know, I'm ready over here if anybody, you know.
I love, Andy, that the only time it's worthwhile to you is if somehow you're getting insider betting tips. You just can't chit chat with a female who's cutting your hair, who's just trying to be pleasant.
Yeah.
I had a weirdo lady that I liked, and she talked about crimes that committed in Coquille, and she told me about a murder that I thought was and the people of Coquille probably think is this accident. And she told me it was a state cop who murdered her. I won't give out names here for fear of retribution, but a young lady drowned in a bathtub, and my hairdresser tells me, well, did you hear that she was dating a state policeman at the time and tried to break up with? Like, it's like, you know, that's what you go to get a haircut for. Like, she was like the
murder gossip.
Yeah, murder gossip.
I go to the true crime barber.
She knew a friend of mine named Mike was gay, or you know, at least was worked in that capacity for a while. I know he's selling boats now, so it probably comes in handy. You know, it's like, yeah, what am I going to have to do to get you into that boat today? Stuck your cock? But yeah, so I got that one after years of awkward, you know, conversations with you know, I had a dude who cut my hair, and he was, you know, he was a chatty Cathy too, and I didn't care for that. So it's just, you know, I mean, maybe it's me. I hate myself. It's when I sit in the chair. I just don't want to look like a dick. I don't care about how it goes with me. I just don't want to walk out of there looking like a dick with my hair all fucked up. So it's just nice enough. I was like, what are your plans for today? I don't know, maybe nap, wake up and cry. You know, what the fuck are you writing my autobiography? I'll tell you what fucking number to give me the fucking Nazi Bryan Adams look.
Before you go in, just Google what does a working man do and get a couple bullet points, and you'll be able to just hang in there. You know, I don't know. Maybe,
thinking about quitting my job, but maybe I like to keep a couple dollars in my pocket.
I think Brett's on something.
That's haircut. Look at, I got it. I did that myself.
You got to come up with like a pattern.
Haircut. I did. What's that?
Have like a pattern for like a fake job and like a working man job, and have just enough details to where it sounds like you're a working man. Like they have just enough details to sound like they're sports fans.
Maybe I should treat it like I'm an actor and I want to play the part of a working man.
There you go.
So I go study them. Like I go hang out. When I get my oil change, I can just roll the window down and listen. You know, that's some of it.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna, you know. Yeah. I'll bet they wish they could speak in a different language, because those fucking guys are trying to fuck you right in front of you. No, I think I want the filter that come out of my car, not the one you showed me. Oh, little sleight of hand. All right. He on to us. So I got out today. That's the point of it. And, but if you want a haircut, you never ahead.
You never did get a haircut.
I did. Look at that though. I did.
I can't tell. I can't. I'll be honest with you.
I guess that's a problem.
No, Coach looking
nice. And we have to ask if you got a haircut.
I got the picture of Bryan Adams. I set my phone down. I go, that looks like about a 1 or a 2 on the sides there. And I went, you know, and then trained it up a little bit, and then put some Bryan Adams slicker up there. I could gap my teeth out, but I'd regret it. I'd regret it come corn season. It's right around the corner.
Yep, it sure is.
You can get corn bits right now, which is frozen corn.
So how much did you pay for your haircut?
Nothing. I did it. I mean,
you did it yourself.
Yeah. I think
that explains it.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, what are you up to? Working man. I almost hooked up with I thought I had a hook chick to, I was gonna go fucking bag this hooker, but turns out she weren't real.
So Andy, you covered the conversation that you would be having with the person cutting your hair by talking to
I'd be talking a lot about Bryan Adams because I'd brought in the picture of Bryan Adams. I like some of his earlier stuff. I guess I'm, just give me fucking, the Jews will not replace his haircut. I don't even.
There's a legitimate escort that cuts hair that we can set Andy up with, isn't there? I mean,
there's got to be.
Gracious.
You can probably
poor guy. He's talking to himself now.
Yeah,
while he's cutting his hair. I mean,
he's cutting his own hair. Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen with today's weather in Eugene, Oregon? Well, bitch, I think it's going to rain. Rain? That seems about 40% likely. Now, would you like to talk about what my pussy cost? Yes, the carpets do match the drapes. Ha ha, LOL. Yeah, I'm just not going to be able to have devices in a few years. Yeah, the back of your head's the hard part. And that guy's real. He is a Nazi probably, because you can tell how serious he is about getting the back, because he's going to be marching and other Nazis will be looking at the back. Mine, I figured, fuck it, If I don't look at it in the mirror, I don't give a shit. You're behind me, Oh, this guy must be some sort of a douchebag. And then they see me and they go, oh, sorry, you look like a total douchebag from behind.
Let's see the back there, Andy.
That would fuck up all my camera shit.
Yeah, I don't want you to fuck up anything.
No, that's not bad.
It's a little mottled.
little wobbly there.
Yeah, that's the
I think you're saved by the low resolution camera.
If you're walking behind Andy, it looks like he's always turning left.
But that's the thing is that I can, now that I know it's, kind of fucked back there, I can just hit it more aggressively. Like that
should fix it. Yeah, keep cutting at it. That'll be
that'll teach it.
I was thinking, I should get a good haircut, and then, So it's like I think everybody could, the best way to cut your hair is to get rid of all of it and then just style it as it goes. Maybe Stanhope's done that, right? I mean, Stanhope's not exactly a hair model. That I doubt too many of Doug's, even his diehard fans, bring a picture into the barber shop.
Give me the Stanhope.
Give me the Stanhope.
Stanhope barbershop there in Bisbee. They could do the Stanhope haircut.
We fucking live in the goddamn future. You should be able to Uber yourself over for a buzz and tug.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a bigger city, yeah. I don't know about Eugene.
Yeah, that's why I use that to not to call her a whore, but I said, you're like if Uber Eats didn't deliver food and you just ordered a sandwich and thinking, I can't wait to get that sandwich on my dick. And it never fucking arrives.
I'm gonna fuck that ham sandwich for sure.
Only $60. Only $60 though. Just show me.
Yeah, that's gonna be a.
Show me what you really look like for $60.
Yeah,
it's
You didn't even want a $30 haircut. You're willing to eat a $60 sandwich.
There's gonna be hair in it.
Well, that's what I said. I said I'll buy you lunch, and she said, "How about a $60 sandwich?" LOL. like, well, how about it? You know, not in, you know, that's where AI is like, you know, it's like when people are quirky, that's what AI. They're like, oh, that person's kind of quirky.
Yeah, I think
They're a
you're onto
little
something
quirky.
there, Andy. I think that you're like, you don't fit any of the models, any of the conversations they've modeled. So you should continue to engage with these chat bots, because I think that it will improve the technology after they deal with
it'll
it
learn from
over
you.
right. It'll be able
To
to handle
trick you
any
more
situation.
effectively next time.
You think that's why you got such a low price?
Keep
them on the line. Keep them on the line.
It was kind of name your own there, but if I, you know, if I were just, you know, at the market now and purchasing that, I would expect to pay a little more than 60. It would be like
Andy
that steak had a marked down and it was like maybe a little green on the edges. It would be like, okay, that's $60 worth of.
The AI scrolled your links, checked out the podcast, and was like, man, 60
I was just thinking that 60. Maybe I could get chatbot to feed into my ear so I could go get a haircut, you know, feed in a working man program.
A little Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah. Sit there and go, well, I'm on my break, actually. Well, I get just enough time because I'm the boss. Oh, yeah, what kind of business you in? Sheet meddling.
My dad's a sheet meddler.
Yeah.
I'm in sheep herding.
You're like tapping it. Goddamn thing.
The future's here already, man, and it's already trying to rip me off. I'm like, I'm feeling bad.
How would an AI dating coach help you if you're being hit up by AI? Don't they talk to each other? I don't know how any of that works.
It's going to come about sooner, you know.
Yeah, that's
people are going to be out of the equation when it comes to fucking.
We're just gonna let our sex dolls fuck each other.
Yeah.
It's like that prank call where the two Chinese restaurants call each other.
I think your fuck bot has another lover. Oh, fuck you. I know. I mean, it's like it feels, you know, it felt like, you know, for a minute, this is cool, and then you're like, then it's like, oh man, I'm getting those calls, you know, they're tailor made to this generation, you know. When I'm 90 in a nursing home, they'll still try to get me with dirty whores. It won't be about G.I. Joe or, you know, plates about 9/11 or whatever the last generation gets scammed with, or getting lifted upstairs. Mine will be a sex bot that'll drag my corpse up the stairs and fuck my face one last time.
Yeah, less practical.
Yeah,
having a stair lift or a stair mat, like the thing that'll take Granny up the stairs, that's very practical. And I'm
saving up for a life-ending fuck bot that'll just grind a realistic smelling vagina into my face until it just smashes my face into my back of my head. That's my, and then burn my body, and then the cremate. You know, it's like. My family, there's, you know, let's face it, there's going to be limited participation in any kind of a send-off. I'll get the robot to clean the mess up. And then fuck my face into the back of my head, burn my corpse. And I'm good. That's $60. Oh shit. I don't trust Venmo, baby. Snapchat. I don't know that pay service yet. I just claim $60 on. No, I gotta download an app just to have a fuckbot smash my face in. Fuck you.
Need a QR code, dude. You got to get the QR code before the fuck bottle smash your head.
Come over there and put a stick in your asshole. Over on Oakway Road. Doing dabs today. I think it's see, that's her. old titties. She's perfect. Fucking, no accent, please. No East Coast accent at all. I don't want to hear no fucking Long Island squawking. Oh shit. I didn't mean to even. It was inadvertent, but I'm off of this shit. But I got Dr. Shasta. I'm not drinking any more Dr. Pepper.
Wait, but you just switched to a different one?
You're weaning?
Yeah, I'm weaning. I'm out. I saw them big on 1,000-pound ladies. They're like, they don't even drink water. Oh, fuck, man.
Did you watch some of that?
Yeah. My daughter sent me a clip because I told her, hey, you ever drink water?
Wait, what are you watching?
What is it? Is it
1,000-pound sisters?
Yeah. And
I watched the whole series.
Oh, man.
It's fucking gross.
But I'll say this, maybe you know that clip because they were drinking about a 12-pack each of diet soda a day. They never
Jesus
water.
Christ.
We don't know. Water's like
they thought that if you eat sugar, that if you drink diet soda afterwards, it cancels out the sugar.
Do you think when your forehead, when you could see your forehead visually looking straight ahead, did it start to occur to you that maybe mom's full of fucking sugar herself?
She's got a sugar hump in her fucking forehead.
That's no shit what that is. The doctor said that on the show.
Oh my god.
I think just from that one clip, I think I gotta watch the whole season and work my way back now.
It's one of the most captivating things. We've somehow watched scrolling through Hulu, it started playing the episode one. I think
I'd want to watch it on a
first
device.
And I was like, oh,
I'd like to maybe put it on a device where I could walk while watching it. Oh my God.
So you could exercise while watching it?
It made me like
on your treadmill.
They drink and they go. The lady doctor told her we're gonna wean you down and to 1 soda a day. I was like, bullshit, you fucking cunt. I mean, that's not weaning down. You don't go from 12 diet sodas to 1.
It's pretty drastic.
That's drastic. Well, I mean, you got to.
But you mean that 12 to 11 to 10 to 9 down to.
Yeah, but it sounded like in the clip that they were going to told them 1, and then they're like,
going from 12 to 1 in one day is cruel.
1 is like this big.
I can do it because I'm not.
Oh, 60. Well, one of those big garbage cans from.
1 is like a trough.
Yeah. So their idea of 1 soda isn't 1 can of 12 ounces of soda.
No, them sisters, if they didn't talk about it, they should have, while they're probably going down now. I mean, they don't want to be bigger, right? But if they, while they should have just got a fucking,
like the same.
They should have ran a mini mart or something. It's like, how much we spend on diet sodas a week. Let's just buy a 7-Eleven and get a fountain of that shit. Just pump it right into
smaller, but
fucking veins and shit. But man, I started drinking the water. And here's the thing. Here's how I'm quitting Dr. Pepper. And this Dr. Shasta is I don't know. It's shitty. It's just shitty or a different shitty. But I just think negative. I think Dr. Pepper is a real person, and they won't perform abortions. They've done a lot. It's just like a lot of so I'm like,
you're canceling Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, fuck him. They're boring. He's like a Christian zealot. He puts fucking and I think of him like that, and I already don't like it. And I'm not this. Fuck this. I mean, I'd chuck it like Larry, but I'll go. I'll find I broke a plan or something down there. But I don't need that Dr. Shasta. But I'm done with it. I'm only drinking RC Cola, which is you cannot find it, and Mr. Pibb. And I'm walk into places, and the same way I quit.
So you quit drinking Dr. Pepper.
I'll drink Mr. Pibb if I can.
But you started drinking Mr. Pibb.
Yeah, but I don't know anywhere. I don't know of anybody.
How is this helping in the overall diet?
Because you spend all your time chasing your drugs instead of doing them.
Go, because you can't find Mr.
I'm not gonna.
So
I think his point was he learned exactly what this lady does. Her exact logic is what Andy's saying.
Yeah.
Well, they make more.
I
They'll
would just
probably
still
make,
do exactly what I want to do. I was gonna have weird logic behind it.
And if it's a matter of choosing something that's harder to get, then choose Tab or Fresca, something that is discontinued.
Those suck though. I mean,
well, yeah, but I mean, the point is,
Mr. Pibb,
the point is that you never find it.
Mm-hmm. But if I find
you ask
Pibb,
every store.
Yeah, you go, yeah, Fresca. I think, did he do that on baskets? He was ordering a soda or a Fresca. Oh, then just give me a Schweppes. A Schweppes.
Yes, I remember that.
But yeah, if I go, and I know Mr. Pibb's delicious, so I'm looking for something that's good out there. If I just go looking for a Fresca, when I find it, I'm like, oh fuck. All right, now I need vodka, because you're not going to drink a Fresca without vodka. It's just, I mean, you know, Tab didn't go and Fresca didn't leave the party intentionally. They just weren't invited anymore. Nobody reaches in and goes, oh, no Tabs. All right, well, I'll have any of the other better ones. But Mr. Pibb is a much maligned brother or whatever, and he speaks out against what Dr. Pepper does, and it's probably the same shit. Well,
it's a soda that probably has the same.
Yeah, you can find it on in machines though, but to find the 12-ounce can, I think I'm gonna have to find a Radio Shack and find the back cooler, and you know, I don't think they put. I don't think RC Cola and Pibb, and I'm only into 12-ounce cans too, so I'm pretty much I'm gonna get healthier because I'm fucking have less options. You know, it's like a junkie. It's like a junkie that burned a couple of dealers or whatever. Now I just got to go find where Mr. Pibb is sold in 12-ounce cans, and it ain't no fucking. I went to a couple of big grocery stores. Just
you know where they probably have some Mr. Pibb? Coburg.
Well, yeah.
It seems like a Mr. Pibb kind of town.
I'll meet you out there. Meet me in a public. Meet me in a. I have trust issues too. That's where we, you know, both of me and the AI had trust issues. Theirs was, you know, proven they're real or whatever, and mine was. I'm not giving money, you know. It's hard enough with a prostitute working out the ins and outs or whatever, and you know, negotiating a price or whatever. You know, this is like you know, you're buying on spec or whatever. How do I know that this car is going to look like it did an Auto Trailer? And fuck, that guy is a Nazi too. Auto Trailer guy. Boycott that. Don't drink that guy's pop.
These Mr. Pibbs on Amazon are not Mr. Pibbs. They're Pibb Extra.
That's the new rebranding.
Yeah, I'm not paying for no fucking upgrades with it either.
These are not authentic Mr. Pibbs. So they are not that easy to find. You're right, Andy.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much stopped sugared sodas and any soda. I'm not going to be like, you know, canceling out sugars by drinking diet sodas. That's anybody who drinks diet soda is an asshole. I'm sorry. You're the reason we all got into it is because we got groomed as children, and some adult, probably a fucking uncle or something, handed you a full-on Mexican cola. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't called Mexican; it's just called Coca. But you got full-on sugar, and you drank 16 ounces of that shit. And ever since then, we've been chasing the fucking dragon, trying to recapture that moment when you were a fucking toddler, shaky to the fucking gills, and fucking on the best high ever. And that's why diet soda is you can't even have. It's like I don't do one anymore. I just drink a lot of coffee and shit my pants, and I sleep all the time. So I'm kind of living the same lifestyle. You know, fuck you. Yeah. You're not getting anything out of it. You're just fucking swilling nothing but garbage. You're a fucking rotten tooth asshole. Start drinking some goddamn water. or go sugared because you're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, diet soda is like vaping.
Yeah. Well, that's good for hash. Mr. Pibb is
diet soda tastes fucking horrific.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
God,
I tried all
stuff.
the variations of Dr. Pepper. And it was like if Dr. Pepper just aggressively fucked your mouth and came in your mouth, and then you're like, oh, it sort of tastes like Dr. Pepper, but what's that other taste? That's gross. And that's what Dr. Pepper does to you. It'll rape you and it'll fucking beat your teeth out of your head. So start drinking the water, goddamn you. Or don't. I don't give a shit. I don't want to be competing when water runs low with people. I'd rather you keep swilling your Dr. Peppers, you assholes, and let me and Chad have the wholesome goodness of H2O.
I'll do a commercial for you while you do your commercial.
I was Helen Keller in a production of that whatever it's called, Miracle Worker. It was in class, stand in front of the class production, but I was Helen Keller. Yeah. Wah wah. I'm sure I put it.
Oh, you remembered your lines, Andy?
Yeah, that was it. I mean, everybody else had a lot of shit to talk about, and I got up there and went wah wah. I mean,
like, not yet. Wait,
yeah,
wait. You have to wait until she puts your hand under the faucet.
Wah. I mean, I only had the one take on it, so it must have been good, and that was it. That's a wrap. Like you don't need a second or third look at that. All right. I think maybe I got the part just because they didn't want me to participate earlier in the whole thing. I had a lot of teachers I thinking about that didn't care for me. I don't know if they were good teachers or bad teacher, but they didn't like me. So fuck them.
What grade were you in when you were doing a production of The Miracle Worker?
I think that was in like a 6th grade, 7th grade. Mrs. Burchett. She thought I was she recognized that I was a weird little fucker. I would get punishment writings. Like for whatever,
like Bart Simpson on the
I would get little I'd have to write and just like notebooking or whatever, and it was all usable bits. I never went back to them. I had one about the cavity creeps attacking a guy's mouth and when like the cavity, you were led to believe the cavity creeps were beat by Crest or whatever, but I'm not in my story.
Yeah.
My story,
the victor. Yeah, the victor gets to write the history. So,
but she would have me read them, or she would read them, or she wanted me to read them, which I wouldn't, because like, no, you do it. I'll just, I'm a writer, not a comic.
I'm a writer, not a reader.
And then there was a thing that they wanted to publish them in, so I got rid of I destroyed my works for fear that they would be seen by other people. They were just weird, like punishment writings. I didn't, but they were probably, on interesting and weird, I would think.
What were you being punished for? Do you think maybe she just thought you had talent?
She laughed.
She want you to.
I think she laughed. I think if there was a teacher that would have fucked me based on just like liked me or enough to fuck me, and she wasn't that hottie, but I don't even know why I said that, but she liked me. Maybe it's because a teacher really getting me and liking me was pretty rare. There were a lot of them who got me and did not like me. They understood it. They just didn't find it fucking humorous on any fucking level whatsoever. There's no need to explain it, sir.
Andy takes any amount of approval from an adult and goes, they want to fuck me.
Yeah, they're fucking me.
They want to fuck me.
Well, that's what happened.
Well, clearly.
I know.
I got you. I know what's next.
Yeah, and I wish other adults who felt that way, or if they felt that way, would have stepped forward so I'd have more of a cross section to remember. You know, I don't. I mean, I think if it happens once, you're damaged. If it happens a couple times, you're damaged. If it happens 5 or 6 times, you get pretty good at it.
Now you got a hobby.
Yeah, you got a job skill. You got something where they say, "Are you a working man?" So no,
Yeah,
that's a long story. Last time I worked more than an 8-hour shift, I was over in Thailand explaining to the factory workers how to write out goddamn directions.
Shut up and keep grooming.
And getting my stick sucked. But yeah, I think I might have inappropriate ideas on what adults were for based on a very small subset of them, but not necessarily.
Well, I think you had it right in your town.
Yeah, in my town for sure. But yeah, I think it's I don't know. It's
it just seemed like people wanted, tried to get your talent out of you and publish it.
Well, one teacher, I mean, there was another teacher who punished me for my handwriting, and like would like cruel, like I should have said, "Hey, bitch," or not bitch, or now you would say however they'd like to be identified, and you'd say, "You're triggering me by grabbing my hand and squeezing it on the pencil because I had to do that with a handicapped vet, and it doesn't make me feel very good." But I would get held in after class and this teacher was cruel about it. I wonder if she had a little nun in her or whatever. But she was like fucking cruel about my handwriting, and I still never learned how to grip a pencil properly. My handwriting has not improved since 5th grade. And if she would have said, "Oh, your handwriting's really nice, but if you hold your pencil this way, it would be so much nicer," I would write like a little,
No, you would be like, "Look, I'm not fucking you, lady. All right,
right.
Going nowhere.
Look, I'll eat your pussy for 60, but you gotta meet me for coffee in a public place. I've been burned before.
Take a picture of some mail, lady. I've been through this."
Show me a picture of your vagina at a beach.
Today's paper.
Oh my god, damn.
I've been not really writing, but like what I consider writing. I've been doing a lot of.
Yeah, you got a big show coming up.
Yeah,
Are you doing the Billy Wayne Davis show?
No, I canceled that.
Oh,
Billy was, well, neither of us were putting pieces together, and but I just don't think July or June in Bisbee is all. I mean, we may revisit it in September when the bugs are a little less fucking problematic.
What's going on in Bisbee in July?
Nothing, just fucking heat and Kenny riding motor scooters around.
But why did that have anything to do with Billy Wayne Davis?
Well, we were going to be there. Oh, we were going to be there in June, but it's just too fucking hot. I don't know. I don't want to go anywhere. I mean, I want to go places. I don't want to do anything or be bothered. I just want to stay home with my AI Sexbots. Talk about what might be in the future if only I had more money to put on a Venmo card. And there's Billy had a full schedule too, and I want to do a few more, things. I'm still getting fucking over cancer and shit. I'm gonna ride the cancer train for as long as until I have it again, and then I'll say, "See, told you, shit'll kill you." But I'll get back out there. It's just not in June. And out there, I mean,
When's the show in Los Angeles?
That's in June 17th. That I'm going to. That's why I got my hair cut. That's why I intended to get my hair cut professionally before And I got decent and well, I don't even like to use the term grooming tools, but that's what I used on myself as a self-grooming tool. But it's also the one I've used on my dog, which I cleaned it up or whatever. But I think her hair and my hair are different, wear and tear or whatever. So it's probably a thing too, because my head will bleed sometimes when I use those.
Oh. Wait a minute. You draw blood when you're giving yourself a haircut and you still do it?
It'll nick. Sometimes it'll nick like sideburns or, because they're part of it. It's because the dog doesn't like having her hair cut and I dropped it a bunch. Well, and I cleaned it up with a rubbing alcohol. It's like cleaning my pipes and I go, I should clean that device before I put it on my head again. Use that for manscaping too, and that's where you see the blood. It's like, I can take a little blood leakage on my noggin, but when my I gotta look at my dick and it looks like it was at a punk rock concert. Oh man, I was just trying to make you look a little more summer ready.
It's beach season.
Yeah,
it's almost corn season. We got to clean this up a little bit.
Yeah, clean up the manscape, get that gap filled. Fill them cavities.
We might have to pose next to some mail.
Fuck.
But yeah, if I look at that Bryan Adams picture some more, I think nail it. I think I fucked up here. I think
a little bit.
Soccer moms went a little more length right there. But look at that guy. He's like he's all over that. Remember when he was like just like the rest of us, all bummed out, shit got canceled from some bat soup alley eating. You remember that? Bryan Adams like, I can't go tour because somebody had to eat bat soup in some dirty alley.
Oh yeah.
Like, just relax, Bryan. Stay in your mansion. Cut your own hair for a while. It's gonna take a while. But you'll be back. He's back out there, and I'm sure it's good for him. I bet he can spit soda a long ways, and I bet he got a chance to do that. Just hang out, and that's when I got sugar high to begin with. Yeah, I've always wanted Bryan Adams's hair, so I might as well ride it out. Like the dude that's the fucking hair you wanted in that time of your life.
Yeah, this is 80s right there. Like 80s, 90s.
And I was like, man, I was down as he had his first album, I think was called Rebel, or but he had that's how the record company sold him as a rebel. And it didn't really play out that way a whole lot, I don't think, but that's cool. I mean, he wrote a bunch of songs and made money, but he's not really a role model for a rebel. Except when he called that person that was eating soup in a back alley. Then he was all right, but he may, hey, Lady Bird, that dog.
Got to give her some food. I'll be right back.
I attempted a dog rescue. It was today.
Yeah.
Not like I used to be, where I just ditch the vehicle and take off and get it.
Wait, what? How do you usually do your
dog
rescue?
Just to go. If I see a dog running loose like this one, crossed in front of a couple lanes of traffic. I couldn't tell what it was. I saw something crossing the road, car stopping, and then I saw a dog, and it was, it was one that had, you could tell it got a little disoriented, looking for some pussy, and or maybe whatever it was lost. So and then I got up even with it, stopped in the middle lanes. I just put my arm up because that'll stop traffic. And I think
with your hand up.
But I do realize I didn't, I could, if they weren't paying attention, I could have got hit or whatever, but it's a slow, enough. I stopped the cars and then I went up, and then the dog, I was like, hey man, hey, it's like, let's hang out or whatever. I got some shit and, get in the car. It's like if you were trying to pick up a kid, the dogs react like kids should. If kids reacted like dogs, there'd be far less, of that kind of abduction and shit. Because, kids are like, Oh, sure, I'll get in your car. You have treats? Dogs will take off almost 100% of the time. A dog, if they don't know you and they're disoriented or whatever, they'll take off. Whereas a child will is trusting or whatever.
I don't know about using that analogy of abducting kids.
I have never abducted kids, but I'm just saying.
But you keep using that as an example of how difficult it is to get a dog to get in your car.
You don't see pedophiles running down the street block after block in pursuit of a kid. And they will,
that is true.
It is a bad analogy. But I'm stuck with it. I'm way deep into the
analogy. You're deep now.
So now I got to justify it. Like, so okay, one of my friends abducted kids for purposes. No, but I when I see a dog loose, I make it my mission. Nothing I'm usually doing is more important than protecting a lost animal that's away from its people. But this fucker just took right off. So and I know I can't do it. I mean, I can't even pursue him a block at a reasonable rate. So I'm not going to, run 3 blocks, be all out of. I know how it's going to end. I wished him well and stay on the sidewalk, and that's it. But
last thing you want to do is start chasing a dog and have it jump into the street.
I saw a cat on the side of a road, and I stopped and tried to grab it, and it bounded across 4 lanes. It went 2 lanes and hit a median, leaped, and I guess it was feral or whatever. It was definitely scared, but it made it all 4 lanes across. But I'm like, okay, yeah, I almost killed that fucking thing if I'd have left it alone. It had a gambler's chance. I'm gonna go for it. Fucking Dr. Shasta.
Yeah, I gotta catch the cats in the neighborhood here. And I went down to the Bisbee Animal Shelter, and they gave me a live trap.
Uh-huh.
So I go, well, I'll bait the trap, but I won't set it. I'll have one end open, and I'll throw a little cat food in there, and then I'll put my trail cam on it, see what's doing there. And immediately, like 8:30 at night, it's not even like midnight, 8:30 at night, I got skunks going in there and fucking eating on, and I'm like,
oh, glad you didn't fucking.
And then I called them up and I said, hey, what happens if I get a skunk? No, well, it's illegal to trap them on purpose, but if you trap one, then you got to call Fish and Game, and then they got to come out and take it from you. And here's the big thing: that trap is going to have to be completely deodorized.
Oh man,
and that is on me. I have to do it. And I'm like, all right, I'm not fucking trapping cats until these skunks are gone, because you're not allowed to trap them. But even for an exterminator to trap the skunks, they have to be registered with Fish and Game or the U.S. Department of Wildlife, because you just can't have anyone come in here and start trapping for the skunks. So I'm out of the game. But I got 4 cats that are waiting to get clipped over there at the animal shelter, which they'll do for free.
Clip them. Oh, cut their nuts and nice. And then what? And then they just get released back into the.
Yeah, they'll do it. They'll do it for you for free, and they even let me use the trap for free if you're gonna re-release it.
But if you keep it, you gotta pay or something.
No, if you don't want the cat back in the neighborhood, then they're kind of like, well, I don't know if we can help you. You gotta answer the questions the right way.
Yeah.
In the beginning, or you're not getting out of there with a trap.
Same thing with the AI and the vagina. I would have sent the $60, then I would have gotten fucked.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
it's all a trap either way.
Yep.
$60. I don't have to clean up any. I don't have to clean up any mess. She ain't real.
Well, when we get the skunks out of here, I'll definitely roll some video on trapping those cats, because there's 4 in our neighborhood. There's 4 in our yard every night, so I just don't want more kittens.
Yeah. Yeah, and they what I was thinking, I mean, as soon as you trap a skunk, will it blast its shit, or probably when you come around? There's no way to get it in somebody's house.
Once you get near it, it's gonna posture, and then especially if it's a young one, it might just start fucking.
Oh, okay. You'd have to drug it, but I mean, like having a skunk would be a hilarious, revenge animal.
What do you mean you got to drug it? Like give it a drink and go, hey,
say there's somebody that I mean, you have to visualize having enemies that you would do this to, but like you break into their car and you put a sleeping skunk in it or something. That would be hilarious. I've always thought a raccoon would be, equally fun to put in somebody's car like that. But, a skunk would really fuck their shit up, because then their car would be ruined.
It'd be a complete loss. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if there's somebody, one of our listeners, who has an opportunity and an enemy, that might be hilarious. The only way to do it would be to knock the skunk out.
Like put a bunch of Benadryl in the cat food.
Yeah, something like that. Like you'd want to have them, like, I don't know, you wouldn't want them to wake up in your car. And then it goes from a hilarious prank to
you got to plan how far you're gonna drive to your buddy's place.
Yeah,
I have
yourself and the skunk at the same time.
Yeah.
If like a eco terrorism had more of a wanted to be funny instead of make a point, I could do eco terrorism. Like I can't come up with a lot of fun ideas for eco terrorism.
Like what?
Well, they all involve putting raccoons in people's cars.
Putting a skunk, a drugged out skunk in a enemy's car. I don't think that's eco terrorism.
Put a badger.
It depends on whose car. If it's
I mean, how are you doing anything for the environment by taking an innocent skunk and giving it Rohypnol and then taking it across town?
You don't get innocent ones. You get ones that are already leading shitty lives of skunks.
The skunk that's got a cigarette pack rolled up in his t-shirt and a cuff.
What about that skunk that's always trying to rape the cat because it had a white streak on it? That's a revenge.
The skunk has clearly got a drug problem.
Yeah,
seeking drugs.
I don't know. Trained monkeys different. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in the eco terrorism working man or whatever. I guess I just used to say, I used to play Monday morning quarterback to eco terrorists and think I could do it better without ever actually coming up with any of my own.
All of your eco terrorist plots involve like training animals to do
your bidding.
What else are you going to do with a tiger?
Can
dress
anyone
up like a weirdo and get photos with
it? Can anyone come up with a recent eco terrorism like example?
Oh, well,
exploding pigeons.
They're gluing their hands to the back.
That's the one I can think of, is the gluing their hands.
Throwing paint onto classic paintings by Van Gogh.
In the Louvre.
Yeah. But Andy wants to train an army of monkeys to take a shit on the mayor's yard.
Oh, how about to raise awareness?
Point is, there seems to be a little disconnect between the two.
How about raise awareness at the next Miami Heat playoff game with a bag of feral cats? There you go. I'm back. Eco terrorists.
So it's really a guerrilla marketing technique.
And then people were like, "What the fuck?" I mean, it's gonna get national attention.
Oh, it's gonna get clicks.
And the cat's gonna get out of the bag. Literally, they're gonna find you. But you say you're there to raise awareness about trash burning or some, come up with your own one or whatever. But it's like, you weren't there.
Global warming.
Yeah,
but there has to be a connection between what you're doing with the animal and what you're trying
like
to
gluing your hand to the floor.
Global warming. The cats are in heat.
Yeah.
The game is the heat.
Yeah, there's too many people were
it's all there, guys.
Oh yeah, the heat. Yeah. Now I feel like we have to find somebody to start rounding them up. If you live in Florida, just go next a couple houses down to the empty shack and start bagging up cats. You know who you are. You know I'm talking direct. Sometimes we've had people respond as though I'm talking directly to them, and this time I am talking to one particular person who has the ability to get feral cats and can get themselves into that game. I don't know how you get them past security. You talk to some other people.
You stack them on top of each other and put them in a big coat.
Knock them out. They don't wake up till halftime. So you're just wearing a fucking cat suit. You got sleeping cats strapped to you all the way up, and you know you're a thin guy, but you got like 20 cats, you know, as many as you can get, you know. But you're gonna, you know, that's where you're gonna need a vat to knock them out, or you know, you're gonna have to do a little science. And so I feel like game 3 might be pushing it, but by game 5, and they're only guaranteed 5, so we got to do it in game 5. And you know who you are, and you know in your heart. That's Jesus is never. I'm not Jesus, but you know it's the same feeling that somebody who's reaching out on an international podcast right into your trailer park there in Florida. I won't say the name, but you know what it is.
I would love it if you and some of our listeners from Florida actually hatched this plan, gathered up some feral cats, bagged them, drugged them, and planned to bring them to the guaranteed game 5 of the NBA Finals, only to find out that in a best-of-7 series, it could possibly end after game 4. And
that's right.
Now you've got a bag full of fucking feral cats.
I love that Andy thinks that he's going to get into like 3 games in a row, and then the 4th game he's going to try it again.
Yeah,
with this big, tall, skinny cat guy.
I totally, you know, like I missed my calling. I could have worked for Nixon. I totally could have fit in with that.
Could have been a plumber.
Yeah, I could have been a plumber. I could come up with stupid fucking ideas that are harebrained, that have no chance of success. But if you are the guy who releases those cats out there, think of what the difference. People are like, I never thought about the impact I make on a planet, but now that those cats have delayed this game and several people have been injured, I'm going to think about what kind of carbon footprint I'm putting out there.
That's right. Next, you'll be having lunch with Greta.
Yeah,
I mean it's tough that it has to be. There's a problem here. There's a disconnect in that you're using innocent animals to further your agenda.
Well, you're drawing attention to overbreeding cats, feral animals, and they're brought to an arena where chances are people are going to enjoy the sports story and see the cat scampering around, an official falling down, cat scratching a cheerleader's tits or whatever, and those cats will get adopted and brought into different homes and taken care of. So it's like win-win. That person's going to
best case scenario,
villain for a day. And then you get on the media and you explain why you did it and go, nobody gives a fuck about the NBA. They don't play defense. Okay, bullshit. Of course, Denver's going to win. They got the one team player out there in the fucking high altitude. That's what I learned at Supercuts anyway. Sports cuts. Just feed the ball to the big man at that altitude.
Mm-hmm.
Man, coach is calling me up out there and going, come on, Andrist, get in. Andrist, party of one, haircut. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't need your answer to that haircut question anymore, Erickson.
It's been you've been thinking about this for a long time. It's clear.
I know. I considered it a bunch, and then the same thing happened today. I was standing in front of a mirror going, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to start running into doorways
But
unannounced.
imagine if you walk in and you see Andy staring at his reflection in a mirror, and then you just hear him quietly to himself say, "I can't live like this anymore.
I'm too handsome to try the Lyle."
And then you find out that he's just talking himself into going and getting a haircut.
I'm too handsome to be have Lyle Lovett's hair. And even Lyle Lovett doesn't have Lyle Lovett hair anymore, but that's what was going on with my shit. So yeah, it's been a problem. And now I just, I've contemplated it for 3 weeks, weighed the pros and cons, and dashed out for a last second haircut, which, I forgot how I really did forget, to a degree. Like walk-ins are welcome. It doesn't mean you go to the front of the line. When I'm a walk-in, I don't feel welcome if I have to, that's how I am at Southwest too. I don't feel welcome to fly your airline as a C group person. So I'm going to go up to A. And that's how it is. I pre-boarded.
As a someone who fought for our freedom in the war, you should definitely be allowed to board first.
Yeah. It's you get a guy like me, in theory, a young vet who's maybe having problems, and I get on the plane first, and I get off the plane first. That's pretty much, let's do that all the time. I mean, I'm not going to create a climate that makes people unpleasant. Well, I might, if they lean their seat back into me, I might ruin their whole flight. However possible. I farted in their area. It's like that's 2 inches that I own.
I would love to see you get on a Southwest flight first, sit down, get comfortable, put your AirPods in, and then just right before the flight takes off, one of your followers rips open a bag of feral cats to protest the amount of jet fuel used and all of
there you go. And it's killing the cats.
Or protesting that an seemingly able-bodied person shamelessly pre-boards. I used to feel like I needed to come up with something or limp or it's like they don't care. So I go, I got marked as a C group. I need to pre-board, and then they put me on there. And if they ask a follow-up question, like, "Are you a working man?" Then I'm, why do you need to pre-board? I was in the, oh man,
I was in the shit. I was in the shit.
Yeah, I was in the shit over there, man. And I slipped and fell. McConaughey told me I didn't have to keep stepping in it, but I didn't listen. And I fucking reefed my knee over, and now I can't get. I shouldn't say that, because other people start doing it. It's going to be, it's old people in wheelchairs, families, and me. But a lot of times, if you fake you're with the family, that if you have social anxiety like I do, you feel people staring at you going, "What's that guy?" And then I just a guy working a full shift or whatever, and say, "How's it going, man? Is that your baby? What a cool little man," or whatever. And then you bolt past them, and usually the gap between the old people and the families, that's the safe play. That's where people go, but now I don't like being behind the wheelchairs either.
Basically, you want to get on when the pilots get on.
So now my new move is, I gotta wait. I mean, you have to wait a little bit, but that's when you head up and then you feign, like you're getting in there. There's usually 3 or 4 wheelchairs, and there's 3 or 4 people. But if there's somebody who's talking to another one, then that's when you step up and look like you're going to push the wheelchair, and maybe even put a hand on not the person, but the wheelchair. And then you put your ticket out. So you're kind of with them. You're part of the chair.
You're just close enough to look like you might push the chair.
Yeah, and then I'm like, whoa, yeah, because it was always the flaw with it. It's like, fucking 4 wheelchairs pre-boarding. God damn it. This is, let me pass. But it's like, for whatever reason, if you blow past the wheelchairs, that sort of makes you look like a dick. It's like, because I know they'll fucking want the same seat I'm looking at. They want that.
Oh, because it's Southwest. There's no assigned seats.
Yeah, they want that.
I
don't want to have to go. You're being wheeled. You just fucking buck up, man. Go all the way back there. But they get right in the front, and that gums it up. But I like to get in the front where you got leg room, and I also like to shove multiple bags into the containers, and they fill up fast up front. So if I'm not first on there, I'm not going to get the seat I want, and I'm not going to get enough room for all my extra baggage. I mean, really, I only bring a couple, but there's no, you can't shove a bag under your seat up front. So I just have 2 bags, but and I don't want to put them back because I want to be off first too. So I've got a new system. I can't believe I've always waited for the wheelchairs, and then it's just every time I'm like, God damn it,
Fuck them wheelchair people.
Yeah, they should just like it's like pre-board, and then well, I guess should just go with the pilot.
Well, the other thing, the other thing is, Andy, about Southwest is that you don't have to pay for checked bags, so you can just check your bags. You don't even need to be.
Yeah. What's the problem?
Well, I like to vape in the bathrooms. No, that's illegal, by the way. You can't vape in the bathrooms. You could fuck it up for everybody. But I don't. Oh, actually, I did check one bag in Texas. I checked my one bag, and then so I did do that. So I only took up one thing, but and also I find that my presence in a 3 open seat situation, like now there's 2 open seats, I'm the last, for whatever reason, I look like the last person. Everybody, they look at, like I'm a garage sale, and everybody considers, oh, well, there's an aisle seat, and then, but no, it'll fill up. And then it'll fill up the aisle, and then the middle seat. The last fucking person, it's like, I guess what I'm doing is successful because that's what I want them to do. And if there's not, it's not a full flight, I want that last seat empty to be by me. So like, I guess I just present myself in a way like, fuck this piece of shit or whatever. So,
they look at you and they're like, this guy cuts his own hair. He's a fucking
yeah.
You've got quite a package going on there with a sack that's meowing and moving around, and a crazy person's fucking sling blade haircut. Do it yourself.
Yeah, business and back. What kind of business you in? Killing cats?
I'm a cat
skinner. So yeah, it's it's like it's I guess it must be what Stanhope experienced.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, now.
Yeah, he'll be back. His camera's working. No, the camera.
Yeah.
Who's out? Chad or me?
Oh no, you said you said something about Stanhope, and then you cut.
Oh, Stanhope gets that same experience. I mean, not with Southwest, but he gets to go on, with the group elites.
No, that's not at all what you're doing. that is actually he's a 2 million miler, and he buys first class tickets, and he goes up not in front of wheelchair people. He goes up when they call first class or that group, zone 1.
And if that doesn't happen, he's feigning full retard for 45 minutes.
He has done that.
So I just do that. But I got tired of the, I was just in a marathon, ripped up my knee, something terrible, or, it's like it's good for acting or whatever, but it's just like, I might shit, my stem belly's upset, or you find that they don't care. So it's like, I'm not even going to waste it. I need to be on the plane when it's first open to the public. And if that, I'm sorry to all those people I'm sorry to all you people in C class, because you can't dream. You know what Lance Armstrong said to the haters? I'm sorry if you think this is bullshit, but you just don't know what dreams are or whatever. So I put it on UC C group when you call up 15 minutes after you're supposed to, and you should be in B group, and they have you in C group, because and that causes anxiety. Don't put up with it. I mean, if you're on my flight, put up with it. But if you're on any other flight, just go up and say, I'm pre-boarding. And if they say no, well, then you go full retard on them.
I mean, it's cat's out of the bag, though, isn't it? I mean, you can't walk up there totally normal and they go, I'm sorry, sir, you're not boarding yet. And then just totally go live in here.
You could say, I just had the vaccine, and start shaking. Oh, the magnet's sticking to me. Look. But Southwest has kind of fumbled, dropped the ball, ruined a lot of people's Christmas. So I'm saying it's not okay what you did to those people, and you're making it up to me right now. And until somebody
once again justifying something after the fact,
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I used to have families. I mean, I used to have a family, and I also had been around wheelchairs.
True.
I've sat in them. I've ridden. I've been in a wheelchair for a half hour at a time. Something like that, So, and with all my war experience, I think you want a guy like me in front of you need a guy like me in front of a plane.
Is this your defense when they pump you for pretending to be full retard, trying to get onto a plane?
People who are in C class drinking Diet Cola are fucking retards. And I'm sorry if that hurts them.
I'm with you, Andy. I think,
yeah.
And it applies to a bunch of different things. If you just act like you know what you're doing and just be assertive, and you're not acting like an asshole about it or giving people a hard time, they're not going to, You can't have you can't have that look on your face that you're ready to just go off. Yes. You need to smile and carry yourself like the world isn't going to end if you get popped.
Have you ever seen that hide and go seek or tag competition they do? I think it's tag or
on weekend sports television.
It's like
professional tag.
Two little fellas or whatever, agile. I mean, you don't get no fucking giants in that sport. Fucking Chris Dudley or some big 7-footer crawl. But that's
Dudley. Dudley is your go-to giant.
He's the only giant because I stood next to him and tricked him into thinking I was anyway.
Chris Dudley. Oh my God, you're something else, dude.
Yeah, these guys look normal size. I don't know.
Yeah, so this is how they should go. Our elite pre-boarders, and it should be guys like me and I mean, like
that's what you think you are? You think you're like
you're a professional tagger?
I'm an elite pre-boarder. You get the fuck out, you space people out. I'll dodge past them, getting through there, carry my bag, jam it up in the overhead, get seated and be asleep before the rest of the fucking assholes get called. That's who should be, if you can get seated on the plane in less and get your bag in the overhead in less than 4 minutes, let's go. That group, boom, you're running fucking down the jetway. And that's, that should be the way they do it. They take the most broken fucking people and if there's any broken people who need extra time, let's get you in front.
They're gonna announce broken people.
Broken people are overbreeders. You have special perks. You are the slowest, most fucking monotonous people, and we're gonna put you in front of all these others so they can stare at you and go, God damn it.
Andy's got to push the wheelchair with
get
a
on the
1,000-pound
plane, and
sister
each one
under
of them, each one of them, it takes, we got to get your fucking body out of there, put it in that. And then, or there are 5 or 6 other things you can tell me about yourself before I get out of everybody else's way. I've seen it, and it's a shit show. I've sat there and stared at why it takes fucking 15 minutes to get A group and onto it's because the fucking pre-boarders are fucking broken people with problems, and that's okay. God bless them.
And that
load them up in the back of the plane, or something. Put them in. There should be a compartment. There should be a seating area. Yeah.
That's why all of the stuff that you said is true, and that is exactly why I take a completely opposite approach to a Southwest flight. I check all of my bags. I keep only what I absolutely need, so I'm traveling light, and then I don't give a fuck when I get on the plane. I'll get on the plane last. If I'm by myself, I don't give a fuck. I'll get on last. Doesn't matter to me. I want to sit down.
What do you say if they ask you what you're...
I want the plane to take off right after I sit down. I don't want to fucking sit there for half an hour while the rest of these idiots are fucking filing on. I'll just sit down. I'll go to the back of the plane. I get as far away. When the plane lands, I don't get up until everyone is already fucking gone.
My
then
problem.
You get off. You walk out. It's easy.
Yeah, you don't mind being part of a doomed line of people.
That's the best approach I've found to take too, Erickson. Otherwise, I get frustrated. I'd like to take Andy's approach because I'd like to just hurry up and get the fuck out of there, but I know that I'm gonna end up wanting to murder somebody, so just fucking whatever is the easiest, best approach to take is just to be like,
go
whatever.
Tiny
float
people
along.
Who can board in within 5 minutes, and then scary people are people that might bother other people, you know. People like Chad, you go ahead, sir, you seem kind of anxious or whatever. And that's how, you know, but
people who are just growling, go ahead.
But if like I give up the front seat or whatever, I don't need the leg room or whatever, but why don't they let everybody board and then put the shithead families? They know the number. They know the number of the wheelchairs and shit ahead of time. So I was like, block out those, and then we're gonna load the fucking turds in the punch bowl last, and let everybody else get seated. Maybe have a cocktail, and then we can all see them come in there, and then they won't go, oh, and my granddaughter's having we don't give a fuck. You've already held up enough people, so let's go. I'm anti people today. anti and I can talk shit on crippled people because I grew up with them. I mean, we used to call ourselves that.
You know one.
Yeah, like Dad. Too.
Well, you know, there's
grandma's a cripple. Larry's an emotional cripple.
If you go on YouTube and you do a search for a better way to load a plane with passengers or something like that, there's a couple of good explanations. And there's really no answer. It's just fucked up.
Yeah.
And Southwest, I think, is one of the worst ways to do it, by just having everyone line up and whatever. But it is, they try to fix it, but I don't think there's any money in it for the airlines to do it any other way than what they're doing right now. They just know it's a captive audience, and you're gonna deal with it.
I know the system's broken. I'm like Trump. I'm like, I can tell you the system's broken.
You're going to drain the swamp at the airport?
Because I know it's, I'm part of the reason it's broken. And
once again, I don't think that's the best analogy you could use.
I'm using the loopholes to, it's shitty. And if there was I had to look at a war vet who was a couple people back in line, brokenhearted that I'm loading in front of him. I'd say, fucking Vietnam was a long time ago, dude. Fucking get over it. No, I would.
That's right. You're trying to get on these. The stolen valor you're using to get on these planes early is a Vietnam vet hat, right?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. No,
didn't you have a vet hat? A Vietnam.
I had a Vietnam vet shirt that I got.
Oh, the shirt. That's right.
But I didn't. I only wore it for going in to get breakfasts for free or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of a loophole. That's a gray area for stolen valor.
I can't pull out like if somebody goes, you were in Nam. I was like, well, my mom was. She got raped over there. That's the only way it makes sense.
Oh my God!
Oh shit!
Poor woman. Poor woman.
That would definitely be.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm ready to do that backyard show.
Yeah.
The rest of it, the words in the right, and that'll come.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, write that one down.
See how much funnier Dr. Shasta is than Dr. Pepper.
If that's the result, yeah.
That's the Shasta talking.
That's the Shasta talking.
This may be the Shasta talking.
You can get this from a vending machine for 50 cents too. And I like that.
That's what this boils down to, isn't it, Andy? It's money.
Yeah.
It has to be under 99 cents.
Well, that was another way of weeding it, because I could go, well, I can go to McDonald's and then I'll justify it by I'm going to get a medium, and then because it's 99 cents, any size. And then sometimes I would get a large and then dump a lot of it. So I'm like still having about a medium soda, but maybe a little bit more. But now for a medium soda, they want $1.49. And I can't even imagine what those homos are asking for. I didn't mean that. It's skate Pride Month. Oh, man.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Happy Pride Month.
Here at Issues with Andy, we support the LGBT.
I'm transitioning to be a human.
IA plus community. And we think you should be and live your life however you want to be.
Use my toilet.
Bathroom you want to go
use your toilet. Let's do drugs and and here's another thing is I don't consider this wrong, but I never use the men's or women's room at an airport anymore because you can't lock other people out. Yeah, you got to go in there and find space to hang, I go into the family one. You can take your shirt off, chill out. It's like a low class admiral room,
like the air lounges.
Yeah,
it's an air lounge for one.
I don't want to go, and a lot of time. I mean, I just if I had to use a toilet and I don't want to use it next. I use a public toilet, or I was going to, and there was a big fat fucker in there. Was it a grocery store? I was like, man, I can't believe this. I got to use the toilet.
Grocery stores are the worst restaurants.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there. I was like,
they're usually back where the loading dock, and you got to go back there like you're an employee.
Yeah.
Well, this
was waiting on a Teamster to finish taking
this one was actually, I know what you're talking about because I hid out from a bully in a locker at Safeway for a long time in the toilets. But this Market of Choice has an upstairs one, and it's pretty nice. But I was out and about, and my body betrayed me. I thought we were done for the day, you fucking liar. And I had to scamper in there, and I get in there. And then there's a fucking dude in there, and I didn't even really look at him, but I could get a sense he was a big fat fucking fucker. And he goes, "She's all yours."
Oh man!
I wasn't in the bathroom because I was hoping maybe he was gone and I could hear it.
So he thrown out to the toilet.
Yeah, he goes, "She's all yours." And I'm standing in the doorway, and they're like, I can't use it, and I got to take a shit. So why
can't you use it, Andy?
Because this filthy fat fuck was on there.
Personalized it too much,
filthy fucking asshole. Yeah, I know.
He put a bow on it for you.
Yeah. He saw him out of the corner. Turn it over to you.
He named it like a boat.
Yeah. When you're in that situation, you want to see that the cleaning staff has just left, not some big dude splatting out a burrito or whatever.
It's all warm still.
And what's wrong with you that you got to shit at 10:30, motherfucker? You take care.
You're in line to take a shit.
You are too, Andy.
What's wrong with you?
You're also taking a shit at 10:30.
I had cancer and I have an A card. God damn it. When I got a shit, I don't want some fucking big slob camped out there fucking hanging, taking a big fucking shit.
He even gave you like a nice thing. He's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
take
it's
it,
all
baby.
yours, my lady.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like yeah, I'm not going to use that example because it implicates.
I mean, he didn't grunt like a caveman and like shuffle.
I would have been
you.
sitting directly in his stink.
Yes.
Like there's no way for that to be. What he could have said is, I'd give her a minute, or whatever. It's like, he might as well have held the, like, come on in,
Do the old
He could have
Jim
just
Carrey, Ace Ventura, where
Yeah.
it's
not like it's a
water
multi-purpose room
shoots up.
where anything could have been happening in there. There's only,
Where's the door?
I could tell he wasn't doing coke. Yeah. He wasn't doing cocaine in there, so he was in there taking a shit.
I mean, yes, that's exactly what you were going in there for.
And I had to.
Well, that's the only thing you do in
You
there.
don't think he had to?
Was having. Well,
Do you think he was doing like a boutique thing where he's like,
He's raiding all the fucking Albertsons fucking toilets?
He's got a YouTube channel for public toilets.
At that point, I had two choices. I could either follow this guy into the toilet. Well, I had three choices. I could just shit my pants or shit into a towel or whatever. But I'd have to do that.
That is not a choice in this civilized.
I'm talking about eco-terrorism here.
It's one of those circular towels that goes.
I'm talking eco-terrorism.
It cleans itself. It'll be fine.
You just see Andy in the grocery store and just spread out a towel on the floor. They're like, "Is he going to do yoga?" No,
yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's
I just went right into the women's, and went right.
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
9
too.
times out of 10, women are too classy to piss or shit.
They're not going to go in there. No.
And it's always a nicer room, and there's always
really.
nicer, yeah,
No.
I've been in a lot of women's rooms, and they're always nicer than the men's room.
I agree with that. But imagine like the way you felt when you saw this fat, disgusting slob come out of the toilet you were going to have to use. Now imagine you're in the women's room and now you come out of the toilet
and
a nice young lady is standing there waiting to use it. She's all yours.
Yeah. Might want to give it a minute.
I'd give her a minute.
There's some matches.
I would just walk. In fact, I mean, it would be like if they hung out in there, I would just be quiet and hang out in there they're gonna shoot, whatever. And then I bought,
Are you making girl sounds right there?
if I was sitting on a toilet, that's what women hum to themselves. I think they sing.
Do you think women hum while they poop?
I think they sing Miley Cyrus or Taylor Swift songs. Wrecking Ball or whatever. If I sensed there was a woman in there, that would be awkward, and that would maybe, But I knew, I'm not.
Wait, you go into a ladies' room that has multiple stalls?
No, they were just it's a one stall, and then the men's room has a urinal.
Yeah.
So there, but yeah, I mean,
But it's a one-person unit. It's not. Yeah.
What about? And this is the store where there's a person who's, it was the lady that worked at the deli, and I'm like, so wait, she's a lady now, she's becoming a man. Anyway, I want to make it so she's comfortable in her place of employment, not worrying about it. It's like, oh, there was a man who came out of the women's room. Well, so it's not a problem. Let's get over our.
So you're just being very progressive by breaking down the barriers of this whole binary choice, man, woman. Yeah. Look, we're past that. We're humans in 2023. Come on, that's it. All toilets matter.
Right. But in truth, you were just judging the fat fuck in the men's room.
Once again, he's justifying it after the fact. He sees a big fat fuck come out of the bathroom and go, man, don't go in there. And you're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm using the ladies' room. And then you come out and you go, you know what? I should actually always use the ladies' room.
Oh, I try
to. More progressive.
Yeah.
I mean, well, ideally I would find that spot at a ski lodge. or whatever, because it seems like I know I'm one of them and I stink too or whatever, but I can't fucking take the fucking, you know, it's like I don't think the American male's diet is conducive to breaking down everything or whatever. Because sometimes, you know.
Okay, Dr. Pepper, give us your fucking.
Is that what Mr. Kid tells
you? I was having a chicken sandwich at KFC today, and I was thinking, God damn, other people's shit stinks. I only had the chicken sandwich because I was waiting for a haircut, but I decided I couldn't wait for any longer. The whole day was a fucking fiasco.
Yeah, you ended up cutting your own hair.
Yeah, from the moment the whores woke me up. And they didn't wake me up, but I looked at my phone and they were like, good morning. And I like, I didn't want to ignore them.
That'd be rude.
Yes, I better get up and start my day. It's going to be a big one.
Oh, fuck you. This is why I salute you and your confidence, Andy. If I ever, the only reason I would ever go into a woman's restroom to take a shit is that I was going to shit my pants, and that was the only option. Yeah. And then while I was in there, I would be mortified the entire time that I was in there that a woman would come in there. And
I have female markers. Maybe that's why I'm more comfortable.
Yeah.
I might be, you know, a little more attuned to my feminine side or whatever, because
maybe that's
when I'm on the toilet, I feel like I'm a woman.
Is it because you're sitting?
Yeah.
No, it's because he's bleeding.
Well, yeah. No, you know, there's more, you know, there's less concern if I drip blood on the floor in a women's restroom. If I drip blood on the floor coming out of a men's stall, they think I might have got raped up my butt or whatever. I know it's just hemorrhoids and it happens. You know,
it happens.
But a women's, they're like, oh, can I get you, you know,
can I help?
Can I get you a towel or whatever? Or, you know, I forget their Kotex. Tampad. That's not the right. That's what they are. Tampads.
You were closer with Kotex.
And those were, what are the ones that were hilarious when you find them in middle school in the girls' locker room and pass them around like they're doobies?
That's a tampoon.
Tampoon.
Tampoon is like the really cheap tampon from Malaysia that Andy doesn't read the instructions for. Can't operate properly.
That kind of stuff, you know, when there's like, take product and put it up your asshole or whatever. I got that, you know. So it's like when there's more than 6 directions and then the you know, one of them refers to another one, whatever.
You mean they're in order?
Yeah.
Right, but it's like, you know, see step 3. Like, oh man. Yeah.
I didn't see step 3 the first time.
If I would, my hair wouldn't look nearly this good if I would have watched an instructional video on how to do it. But here's the hard part, and I don't, is you got to
get a Flowbee.
That kind of shit.
They still sell Flowbees?
This is, I mean,
sure they do.
Basically, I freestyle.
Andy a Flowbee.
Well, it's a Flowbee. You just do this. I mean, that's what George Clooney uses. I think is a Flowbee. But what's the difference?
I doubt that that's true.
Clooney cuts his own hair like me. We're both in the handsome
you
game.
And George Clooney.
We're both in the handsome
the
game.
Same.
And we both, you know, risk a lot by fucking our hair up. So
you know, there's big repercussions.
You know, there's old
huge
brother, where art thou? And that hair might be all right for that, but you know, if you're you know, got a lady, you got a, you know, pretty woman type. Oh well, he wasn't in that, but he does a lot of Julia Roberts shit.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
He cuts his own. Is he cutting his own hair right there?
That's that's the Flowbee right there.
How is that? Huh?
Flowbee and George Clooney are together.
That's the next level of fucking, you know, because like right here, That's kind of fucked up
right
deal.
there. That just proves how fucking gorgeous George Clooney is. You are so good looking that you can
even cut his own
up
hair
to your head and just it won't fuck it up for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Lucky bastard.
yeah. I don't know how it worked out so much better for him than me.
Well, he used the Flowbee.
Yeah.
Well, the Flowbee keeps it even. You don't know what a Flowbee is, Andy?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of them, but I thought it was just a brand.
Oh no, it's a vacuum hair cutter.
Well, it
And
sucked
you
off
just set
too.
it. You just set it, and you just.
Well, maybe we shouldn't get Andy a Flowbee.
You know how much the Flowees
Do not stick your dick in the Flowbee.
I'll bet a Flowbee runs for about $85.
We'll get you one. I'm gonna
$250.
There
There's
you go.
one here on Amazon for $292.
That's a lot of cocaine.
I think we can make this happen.
Oh, look at this. I basically did the Flowbee freestyle.
We could do a GoFundMe, and by the time you need your next haircut, we could get you a Flowbee, and then we could go on Patreon and do a live.
I don't get how that shit would work.
Well, dude, it's got directions. Don't worry.
Is there a clipper in it?
Andy, you know, Andy, when you cut your hair today,
and start off.
Andy, when you cut your hair today, you had a guard on the clippers, right?
Yeah.
Like a number 1 or a number 2.
A left and a right, and then a number 6.
A left and a right.
Yeah, left ear, right ear.
And then he just turns around.
Left ear, right ear. 2 to Bryan Adams.
So that guard that's on there keeps the clippers a set distance from your scalp, and the Flowbee, this little piece right here, it's the same thing. It has an adjustable guard so that when the air is sucking your hair into that device, it will only cut it at that length.
Huh. Well, if it works for Clooney. But you see a guy like Clooney and you'd say how could you do it like that? It doesn't make sense that he gets perfect hair. Maybe he has perfect hair. Maybe that's it.
Possible.
Because it's like, I might have just fucked up hair. And no matter how many handsome people use a Flowbee, it's not going to make my hair thicker.
Here's a guy using one.
Yeah. See? Perfect.
Wait, yeah, and he ain't all that. So yeah, he ain't that handsome.
Yeah, it works for ugly people too. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. But see, his hair don't look that great.
Well, he's in the middle of cutting.
Yeah, he's just started cutting it.
He's making the sausages. Like you can't judge the meal.
What's going on with him? Why is he that happy?
He's like a model.
But look at that. He's like, you can tell he has he's just feels really happy.
He thinks it'll suck his dick.
Do you think that girl really lives near you, sir? That's a scam. I don't think
he just found $60 in his pants pocket.
I don't think I could take a photo of myself where you go, wow, that guy's fucking got an inner joy. But that dude, anyway, maybe I got it.
I think that the Clooney thing is a little dubious in that this clip is actually from Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yeah.
So it may have been.
They were fucking.
Who cuts the Raider guy? The owner of the.
The owner of the
Davis.
If he used a Flowbee,
no, he does not. He uses a bowl. He uses a bowl, and he cuts around it, and it's easily the worst haircut on earth.
Yeah, I think so. Hitler's, Hitler had a haircut that
Hitler's haircut was fine. It was his mustache that gave everyone the problem.
Well, it's not really a Hitler mustache. It's also a Chaplin.
No, you can't. It's too late.
History is written by the winner.
Yeah, he Hitlered it, and there's no going back.
The Chaplin estate lost the mustache.
And really, if you think about it, it wasn't even any of his grooming decisions that made,
Oh, he groomed the whole country.
You think the guy who made the Flowbee made a blow me? He had to.
Started.
Oh yeah, look at that.
He's like, you know what? If I take the blades out of this,
he's like, I gotta make a blow me.
I mean, it's
look
crazy.
at that.
It is
that
crazy.
that looks like a photoshopped picture of a special needs boy who didn't die.
But I mean, if you
make a wish, it's a make a wish with the NFL.
They let him score a touchdown
with hair loss.
I guess if you're born with a clown face, you have a couple of ways to look at life. You know, you can downplay that you look like a fucking clown, or you can get a haircut that draws it. I mean, look at you put a red nose on that guy. He's the ultimate fucking clown. But I don't think I don't think he's trying to bring joy to people with his haircut.
Well, and not with the way his Raiders play. Boom.
Boom, yeah, and the decisions in the front office.
Oh my God, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, sports cuts. Bro. The sports cuts broad said she doesn't even think Garoppolo is going to be on the team at all.
Oh, I mean, he's got a foot injury. He can't play.
Vitiligo, that's the word, Chaille. I think there's a picture of a chimpanzee with vitiligo. He looks just like that.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, I mean, the part on top is the best.
He's the actor who was in The Road.
Yeah, the faces, you know.
I think that's.
Are we suggesting that Al Davis fucked an ape?
Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'll complete the joke for you. I was setting up. Look at that guy, though. Honestly, look at that. How could you? I mean, you talk about Andy standing in front of his mirror, going, "I can't live like this. This has to stop." I mean, this guy.
Well, it's I
guess that's money. You know, he's super rich. He can do what he wants. I mean,
I can't imagine what other.
I wish I had Mark Davis's confidence.
If you could put George Clooney's hair on him, would he still? I think he'd still look like a wacky.
Maybe, but but look, if you just cut off, if you just put your hand up in front of it and you just look at his face from, you know, like he doesn't look as.
No, it's
the haircut. The haircut is It looks like the kind, if they gave you hair for a Mr. Potato Head and you stuck it on,
clipped it on
the top. Yeah. It doesn't look like it goes with that. He's got a 7th grader's haircut.
Here's the closest I got to it.
I can't find it.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. And he got it may be.
Wait. Let's go back to the orangutan has better hair, a better haircut,
more of a style,
better haircut. Definitely. If you look at the bangs and like the kind of the flow there,
that swept to the side there, it looks a little
tousled. It's a little tousled. You know, it looks good. It looks like, hey, we're ready. We're casual. You know, we're hanging out. We're having drinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a glass of port.
That's a confident looking ape too. Look at it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Touch of Diane.
I wonder if that ape. I wonder if you could get that ape hooked up with AI and it could run the Raiders. It can't do any worse, am I right? I'm sorry, you're having difficulties trusting me.
We need a pass rushing edge.
I think Dabs is the way to go for podcasting.
Oh,
it's been working, dude. Keep it up. So I know we got to wrap it up here pretty soon. I literally just before this podcast started watched the finale of Succession.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Everyone else?
I have we've had kids every goddamn day.
You haven't seen it?
I've not caught up on several episodes because Jenny and I have watched it together, so we've not been able to watch anything.
I told Carrie Mitchell I had to watch it because the boys are going to want to talk about this on the podcast, and I don't want to be that guy. And I'm still going to watch it. Chad, when you see it, all right,
I'm still several episodes back.
We're getting the reverse Viking. Yeah. Did you watch that one I told you about, Chad? The Making of a Sex Scandal?
No, not yet. That's on my.
That's my recommendation if we're doing those. Is The Making of a Sex Scandal? It's a small town. Somebody accuses there's a swingers club in this place. And that becomes like where these kids are taken and raped and forced to dance and all this shit. And then the story shifts, and it's pretty interesting how it all plays out. And it's a look at how fucked up the court system is.
What's it on?
It's on HBO. It's
all right.
The
Is
making
it
of a
How to
sex
Create a Sex Scandal?
How to Create a Sex Scandal. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I did a gig years ago in Wenatchee, Washington.
There he goes.
And I don't
it's
have
a
the
gig at
HBO
a
app
Triple
anymore.
Fire.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, Chad, you don't have.
No, my I was just saying that my HBO app like doesn't work anymore. It's all that new Max.
Yes, but all you have to do is download Max, and
Yeah.
your sign up will
Yeah.
automatically kick in.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people on social media like, well, guess I can't watch the end of Succession. I don't have Max. I'm
Yeah.
like, just literally press the button to download it.
Yeah.
I didn't even
No,
have
I
to
got it all.
retype my password in. It just
I was just making sure everybody that
I think I'm done with Yellowstone, because it's like fucking Kevin Costner doesn't even want it to continue. It's going to be hard to like, oh, let's watch the last few episodes. Kevin Costner.
Yeah, he's paid to be there and he doesn't like it.
Those guys are trading tweets and stuff. They hate each other. Like, I guess that show, they should have ended it.
I fell out of that one. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty
All
terrible.
The other one too with God, what was it? It was an older one, 1863.
Yeah,
I
think they kind of hit their oversaturation point.
They got a prequel pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did 1883 and then they did 1923, and they're doing like each generation of that family. But 1883 was incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Even if it was visually beautiful to look at, it did have a dog in it, probably at some point. So
I can't actually say that.
Andy gives it 2 dogs on the dogometer.
Even though it only had 1 dog in it.
Happiness had 1 dog in it.
Still won't watch that.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been listening to lately, because I've been doing work at the house, and I found on YouTube. I'll get someone. Sometimes I'll see him on our Issues with Andy YouTube channel. I think Erickson, you have access to that. So I'll see these DJs. They'll be playing like 80s music and just be like a static shot of the turntables and stuff like that. It's like, oh yeah, I'll look into some of those. And I found WLS out of Chicago.
Oh yeah,
1977.
Okay.
Yvonne Daniels was the DJ. They have air checks, like 45, 55 minutes with commercials and everything. Yeah. And it's fucking the best. It's like WLS. Listening to the radio in 1977 on your, TV.
I used to listen to WLS as a kid. They had the morning guy was named Larry Lujak.
Yep.
And he was the fucking king. He was, before there was a Howard Stern, Larry Lujak was the fucking king.
A lot of markets had someone that was like, I don't want to say there's the Howard Stern because they were never that high, but every market had someone that was always in trouble with the program director. Or, we're so crazy, we're doing, but then it just elevated. It just got too crazy when it was when Stern went syndicated.
Yep. 8:90 a.m.
It was AM. Wow.
Oh, absolutely. And they did a thing called Animal Stories. And it was Uncle Lair, that was Larry Lujak, Uncle Lair, and Little Tommy, who was like a 60-year-old guy. And they would read some crazy story about some dumb animals. Yeah. And that's what passed as hilarious entertainment.
Sure.
In 1978. People were like, fucking animal stories. Oh my God, give me more. They're funny.
Slide whistle.
Yeah.
Helped a lot on radio stuff.
The slide whistle?
Yeah, or just, their reaction to shit. I bet a lot of former DJs were involved in January 6th. I don't know why.
They got a lot of free time.
Yeah, like, well, it's like it just seems like that a lot of those guys that I met doing radio over the years are probably in that mode of, fuck, this country used to be so much better. And
well, their jobs are gone, and they're going to blame someone.
Yeah.
Not the fact that the medium itself has diminished, almost completely gone.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I used to host a morning radio show in Peoria, Illinois.
I tell you,
to be Larry Lujak, and then I was like, oh, these jobs are going away. So I guess I'll do something else.
But listening to the 1977, there's a bunch of them. You just do air checks, and it's just rolling tape, 45 minutes uninterrupted. It's great.
Fuck yeah.
And it's fun. So
Yeah.
that's my new discovery.
I love it.
I still been into the studio a whole bunch, but when I've been taking breaks, I've been checking out on that Max is the Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
I saw you you texted us about that.
That's my next.
It is fucking weird as shit. It's this couple adopted a little girl. She's a midget from the Ukraine.
I mean,
she's like 6
right,
years old.
You had me at midget.
So they get her over, adopted her, but it was like you have to adopt her right now, no questions asked, or it's gonna go away, whatever. And they do it. They get her over, and they're like, she has pubic hair. And then they're like, what the fuck? And then they're like, well, wait, she has fucking menstrual cycle. And they're like, well, how fucking old is this fucking 6-year-old girl?
No refunds.
And that's exactly what they did. And they found out
Fuck
that
you, Mom.
I don't want to give the whole thing away, but somebody else had already adopted her and give her the fuck back.
Remember when back like the Bugs Bunny cartoons, when it would be like the
stork,
the mafia? No, there would be like the mafia guy who was like he was like a little midget guy, and he was trying to hide out, and he would hide.
Oh, like, yeah.
He's like smoking. He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow, and he's smoking a cigar, but he's in a stroller.
Is
that her?
There are parts of it that will make you doubt that that's what's going on, but then the problem is that almost every single person is fucking lying their ass off at some point. So it's very hard to determine, but I haven't finished the whole thing. I'm on episode 5, I think, but it's
there they are.
Yeah,
it's very intriguing and crazy because
I could get into that.
Yeah.
Ukrainian midgets.
Be careful when adopting a midget.
Yes, I will tell you, like there are parts that you're like, oh, that's not a fucking kid. And then there's parts where there's proof that there is, but it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I don't want to give parts away. I'll let you discover the part stuff.
I wasn't into it until you explained it. So I think that's key here.
Yes, I try to explain just enough to hook you in. I don't want to give away anymore. There are parts that I kind of want to tell you, but
now I see why Putin invaded Ukraine. I get it. The whole midget baby problem
may not even be from the Ukraine.
Hey, spoiler alert. She's Chechen. All right. Is it anybody else got anything they're into, they're watching, they're enjoying, they want to share? For me, it was all about getting through Succession, and Chad, I can't wait till you've seen it. I can't wait till we can talk about it. It was. So
Chad, I know you haven't seen it yet, and Andy, I don't even know if you're paying attention. But but Brett, did a thumbs up or down? You don't have to say anything about the finale. All right, great.
I really enjoyed it.
And I've been watching a bunch of the recaps. They're so good. You should definitely watch them.
I can't wait to rewatch the entire show.
Yeah,
with as much side media as I can while I'm so now I can find the Easter eggs and all the weird little things that because before I was just trying to follow the plot, like there's so much business shit going on that I can't really follow what's going on. I have to have the captions on so that I can read what they're saying, so that I know what the fuck they're talking about. It's a lot. So, it's like a great album or a great movie where you just say, I'm going to watch it a second time. And,
well, these guys that are doing these recaps, they're actually cutting in clips from previous seasons, which I binged it over 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I watched it for three seasons to catch up before the season. So it was a little too much, and I crammed for the exam, so I didn't really get all the
what a show, man.
Nuances. Yeah.
You know, like I was disappointed that they decided to stop after 4 years, because I would still watch these characters. I'm just fascinated by them. But you cannot deny, in my opinion, that they stopped before they ran out of ideas, and they've
yeah, it's always the best.
But spinoff is, they're already talking about it. Roman is going to run a banana stand at the pier.
There's always money in the banana stand.
There's always money.
All right, you guys. We love you guys. Thanks for being out there. Thanks for doing this with us. We would like to thank our sponsor, Dabs. Thank you, Dabs, for and Dr.
Cola.
Yeah, you really knocked it out of the park for us today. Hey, if you guys haven't joined our Patreon, please do that. It's only $5 a month, and you know, Andy's he needs $60. So
yeah.
You know, that's
60, right? Yeah, it's just
he needs to hold $60 for just long enough to give it to someone else.
Do a whole year up front. Think about the paying it forward kind of idea that you would be taken care of.
I'd like to purchase her like a Pretty Woman situation.
That's more than $60.
Well, you know, there will be another tier to the Patreon maybe going forward. But it's not. It's $5 a month. That's nothing. Patreon.com/issueswithandy. We would love it if you joined our Patreon if you haven't done so already. If you're just here on YouTube, we like that too. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend, and come back and join us next week when we do it again. We'll see you then.